Hi, and welcome to Carolina Varsity's Week 10 Players of the Week. I'm Dale Ross.
I'm the pet man, Matt Martin.
Matt, I'll start. I attended the Catholic West Mecklenburg game. They have a few players from that game. Obviously, you got to name Elijah Hood, I guess. 3 touchdowns, 266 yards, according to the Observer. I sometimes question how accurate their stats are. It's probably a few more yards than that, but he played a real good ball game, both sides of the ball. Made some key tackles, including a good tackle on a breakaway run by Shaun Wilson, which obviously was I don't know if you'll say a game saver, but it might have been a whole different ball game had Shaun made it on down to the end zone and scored on that. So he played a real good ball game on both sides of the ball. I got a warrior of the game, as I mentioned to you, and I'm giving that to Shaun Wilson. And the reason I'm giving it to Shaun is that I learned from the AD that he missed probably about half of school last week with the flu. And anybody that's ever had the flu, you know how tough it is to recover. It takes us old people weeks. It can take a month or so before you get completely over the effects of the flu. Obviously, young people can do it quicker, but I remember having the flu when I was young, and still it's very difficult. To be able to go out and play a football game at the level that he played it at, he might have been a step slow, but his step slow is still a step faster than everybody else out there, or just about everybody else. So I give him the warrior of the game, and my West Mech people have been pointing out to me, and I watched him very closely, as closely as I could. Laron, number 56 for West Mech. He's about a 6'1", 240-pound, plays offensive line and linebacker. I believe they had him on the D-line as well. He kind of plays all over the place. He's a really good ball player. It's a player we don't hear about. And he's kind of one of those guys that may be flying under the radar that to me looks like he could definitely probably play at the next level. Certainly not a Clemson. I'm sure Clemson and State and Duke have already seen him because they've recruited 3 kids off that team. But it's definitely a kid that could probably play at a Division II school with ease, I think. So I wanted to recognize Laron as well.
Good job, guys. I played a game before, and I tell you, I can't imagine playing running back. You can't breathe, you're coughing, hacking stuff up. It's terrible.
Running back and quarterback. Yeah, 2 sprinting positions.
For my Butler Porter Ridge game, I got 3 guys. First guy who would have been the player of the game interview, my camera has not yet. Corner and receiver Clifton Duck. 2 interceptions, also returned 1 for a touchdown. And I think he dropped at least 2 more he could have had. This kid was all over the field. And, he played an excellent game. I've heard a lot about him, on forums and such. He's a real talent. He really is. Anthony Ratliff, quarterback of Butler. This was easy. 12 carries for 132, 3 touchdowns, 217 passing, and a touchdown pass. He even caught a touchdown pass as well from LeMay on the play from halfback off. He also had several big scrambles to keep drives alive and turn the momentum early in the game with his 54-yard touchdown. The one for Porter Ridge, Luke Bailey, number 9, had a killer sack on Ratliff early on. Porter Ridge was giving Butler's O-line some trouble. Had a couple of nice catches at receiver, and he played hard the whole game. He was in the 4th quarter, still in the game with some of the backup kids, and still playing hard, giving him his all. So those 3 guys did a great job. And put on an entertaining game, especially on the Butler side.
Well, congratulations to you 3 guys. Next up is Alex Gourley. I got a message, I guess, last night asking me, can offensive lineman be nominated for player of the game? And I'm like, certainly. In fact, I guess in my previous one, I picked Laron Glenn of West Mecklenburg. We'd love to hear about linemen. It's just that, the papers and all, which we have to go, we can't attend every game.
Right.
They don't ever tell you what linemen do. But here's what he did, and the highlights are up on Huddle. They got a highlight of this already up on Huddle. He had 14 confirmed pancake blocks. and 2 confirmed domination blocks. And I guess a domination block would be one where you walk your man 7 yards downfield, or, the hole's here, and you walk him 2 or 3 gaps down. He's a sophomore, and I've been following him all year because I've kind of been in contact with his father. And so I've been looking at and following this kid all year. He's a phenomenal offensive lineman. And he is getting a lot of D1 looks right now as well as a sophomore. Very good looking as a sophomore. His technique is sound. He's obviously big and physical. Has 14 pancake blocks against, they played Alexander Central. And you get 14 pancakes in one game. I kept track of my son when he played center, and I think we had him down for 34 pancakes in the season, which is a lot. This kid had 14, nearly half of that in one game. That's just outrageous.
I can't eat 14 pancakes at a buffet. I'm a big guy. That's a lot of pancakes.
We had, and if you're watching this, South Iredell, you should consider this. I had gotten a deal from IHOP back a few years ago we would nominate a offensive lineman from our team when my son was playing, and they would, go to IHOP and get free, pancakes, because linemen can get pancake blocks. So you can open up your own IHOP there, Alex. That's a great ball game, and we want to hear from any lineman, definitely.
Great job, Alex. My next one is a female kicker. Yes, a female kicker, the player of the week. Kiersten Peck at Sun Valley. She was featured in my week 1 article from the doubleheader at Memorial Stadium.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And she had a 23-yard game-winning field goal to defeat Weddington, 25-22. And then, I'll tell you, Weddington's no slouch.
No.
That's only their second loss on the season. But the problem is, they've never beaten Sun Valley.
Right.
And she kept the streak going. And that's a big win for Sun Valley. I believe they're leading the conference now with that victory.
They are undefeated in conference.
All right. So, congratulations, Kiersten, and great job.
The Porter Ridge is a big rival, but so is Weddington. There's a lot of rivalries in Union County. Weddington is definitely a rival, and it's a rival for many reasons. And one of them being that the former defensive coordinator from Sun Valley is the head coach at Weddington. That just kind of amps the rivalry up, and to kick a field goal, a game-winning field goal
in
overtime, in a game situation like that, that's pretty good. I wouldn't make a comment, but it wouldn't be politically correct. So, congratulations. Moving on. So you listed some guys from the Butler game, and you listed a guy that I had here too. So I'm just going to move on. Next guy, again, we have we're probably going to be getting a Forest Hills guy nominated every week, and so I'm gonna throw it out there. B.J. Ashcraft of Forest Hills, he had 5 carries, 77 yards, 39-yard TD run, which set up their they had a momentum shift going, and kind of had a series of scores, and that was the first score, so they felt like that was a pretty big score. 6 receptions for 42 yards and 3 kick returns for 36 yards. That's a good all-around game.
Busy night.
That's a busy night, so hey, we'll throw them out there, keep them coming.
All right, my next one, the famous number 7, Oquan Bratton from Vance. Mm-hmm. 2 interceptions, including a 43-yard INT return for touchdown in a 28-6 win over North Mecklenburg. And he also ran the ball on the leading rusher for the team that night as well. So, you hadn't seen this kid, I'm telling you. You want to see somebody fast? I'll tell you, this kid is the fastest guy in Charlotte. Hands down. I don't care who else says they're faster.
I would have to agree. I can't believe that there's another kid faster. There might be a kid faster in sneakers and gym shorts. Yeah. I don't think there's a kid faster with shoulder pads and cleats on. He can outrun a lot of kids in gym shoes and shorts or track shoes and shorts in his cleats and his pads. He's that fast.
Yeah, and he's a good kid, too. If you haven't seen his player profile, go on our site. It's on the site. He's a well-spoken young man. Some college is going to get lucky getting this kid.
Okay, the next kid I'm throwing out, his numbers aren't quite as big as they have been. I'm throwing that out mainly because of all the talk that was on the forum this past week. Josh Ladowski again. He was 14 to 25 passing, 227 yards, 2 TDs. That's all.
I'm disappointed.
I'm a little disappointed too because he only carried the ball 27 times for 227 yards and two more TDs. So he didn't break 500 this week. You know, that's 454 yards total offense. You know, you're going to fall off these. This ain't going to be the Josh Ladowski show anymore if you don't step it back up. It's amazing. And, you know, I saw comments about how, you know, he's getting yardage because he can't stay in the pocket. 27 times I'm going to tell you, that's an option.
There's a lot of design really
exactly.
Offense. And, you know, you got a kid producing like that. I'd give it to him 30, 35 times.
Well, exactly. I mean, he accounted for 25, 27, 62 plays. Obviously, quarterback's in on every play, but when you're throwing the ball, you're a big part of a play. That's 62 offensive plays. 52, excuse me. I want to get my numbers right, because I had my numbers wrong in the video a few weeks ago, but I don't know if anybody caught that. But anyway, that's a great ball game again for Josh Ladowski up in Lake Norman. We are going to get up there and talk to him.
Yeah, eventually, we promise. My next guy is a private school guy, safety / wide receiver Michael Shields from Country Day. This kid had a busy 49-yard TD catch. He returned an interception for 30 yards for a touchdown. He also recovered a fumble and ran it back for a touchdown. In a 49-28 win over Providence Day. And Country Day is kind of young this year. But anytime they beat Providence Day, that's a big rivalry. I was at that game last year over at Providence Day. Huge crowd. And for them to get that win, you know, that makes them 5-4. They still got a shot, you know, in the private school playoffs where, you know, like we said last week, they get a lot of rematches. Yep. So, you know, great night for this kid. Great job.
Awesome. Next.